Okay, give me a second,
Hello?
guys. Okay, can you hear me now?
Hello? No, that's not doing anything. Oh boy.
I can't hear you.
Oh, you
Okay,
can
because
hear?
the volume is down.
You can hear us now?
I can't hear nobody.
Okay, can you hear me now? I told
Okay,
you.
I see this bouncing. So
Yes, the volume. I told y'all this is my grandson's computer.
Yes.
He wears headset, so I didn't know. I don't know, and she should be able to because I'm on the same place that I always am. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Are you having a problem getting on?
No, I'm good. I'm good now.
Okay.
I'm looking at this time.
Did you guys have a problem getting on here this morning? Let me know. Okay, y'all gonna let me sit here. You know how many things I've said that were really witty, and you did you want me to go over the ingredients again because you didn't hear me. Okay, yeah, we better do this. I am about to cut up these red potatoes. Okay, I have 4 of them. And I'm showing you how to cut them because it's a certain way you have to cut them. So let's see if this will even work. Okay, because I may have to put you down a little lower so you can see. Let's see. And y'all just gonna let me sit here looking crazy. Thank you, Benjamin. Thank you, Benjamin. The rest of them just let me sit here. I'm talking. I tell you. Okay, let's see. Now you guys can see this cutting board. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. I am going to show you how I cut these. So of course, you peel the potato. Everybody knows how to peel a potato. If you don't, I will have a short to show you how to peel a potato. But I know my guys out there know how to peel a potato. So what I'm doing, and this is too wet, so I need to dry this off. All right. So we're going to dry that off. And you want your potato to be dry. Okay, let me get that water off of there. Stick that over here. And we will do it again. So I simply just take my little paring knife, a little sharp knife, and I'm cutting it oh so thin, as thin as I can get it. So you're going to need a sharp knife. And you just kind of cut like this. Or like I said, if you have a food processor, it can do it for you. But the reason why I'm cutting it like this, you'll see, because I'm going to saute these with the vegetables before I put them into the quiche mixture. So you just kind of cut them thin, just like that, so they can cook up really quickly, because you want them to cook up quickly. You don't want to, like I said, depending on how big your quiche is going to be, you really don't want, like say this. This is kind of thick at the end. So what I will do is I will take it and I will trim it down just like that. And make it a little thinner because you want them to be maybe about this thin, like that. Okay, can everybody see?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what you do. And so let me finish this one. And I'm no expert cutter, I just know that I need to have it like this. So I'm trying to be very intentional. And y'all know I like to see things look a certain way. So yeah. But if you have a food processor, it can do it quicker. They have some of them have attachments to slice things like that.
Really?
Yep. I didn't want to put it in your handheld thing because I know it would probably obliterate everything. So I said, and then I tried a grater and it did just that. It grated it up. So I'm like, let me just sit here. No, I don't need them julienne. I need them kind of like chips.
I don't know what it's called.
Okay. Now, I got it like this now. So this is making it more difficult for me. So now I'm going to do this. So then you just take it and you see how easy it is when I do it like that. And I just start from the corner and I do this and that, like that. Or what you do, you get yourself a beautiful assistant and they can be your sous chef and you don't cut anything. How about that? But see,
just in case you don't happen to have one of those on hand.
Yeah, just in case you don't have one of those on hand. Okay, we're selling beautiful assistants in little pieces. Okay, so we're gonna sprinkle her. We're selling the Spice Beautiful Assistant. Yes.
Oh dear.
Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much what I'm doing. So let me just get this done. And see, this is why I don't do all this cut this stuff on here, because of course I got to make the. Now, if I'm just regularly cutting, this would be done already. But I'm sitting here, and they have to look like this. They have to, because it's for the cooking process and the fact that it's going into this casserole or this quiche, so they can't be so thick. And these would be the very crispy. They would not be. They be too thin. So then what I do is when it gets too difficult there, then I just go here and I just, and you just kind of keep your potato moving and you slice it. And it doesn't matter if it's a perfect circle, because that's not the objective. Then I turn my potato this way. That way I can do it a little quicker, and I just kind of slice like that as the potato gets smaller. And you see how much you have in one potato. That's why I'm saying I won't use all four of them unless I'm making a big giant quiche. And I'm not making a big giant quiche, for television purposes right now. I'm making these little ones that they had these foil pans in the grocery store, little pie pans. And when I tell you little. So now I'm going to turn it to the side this way because I don't want to waste any of my potato. Okay. And yeah. Almost there with that. This is a lot in one potato, and that potato was not that big. This was like a medium-sized red potato. Okay, so that's done. That's one. And I'll take a small one because I really don't think I'm going to need all those potatoes. So y'all know the drill. You just do it like this. Just like that. You want to cut them thin, but you don't want to cut them too thin to where it doesn't give you, as the beautiful assistant says, that thin chip look. And that's me hitting this table is stainless steel, so that's why it's making that noise. If I bet you hear that noise, huh? How about that? Okay, so let me turn this over. I swear this feels like deja vu. When I was on TikTok for 20 minutes and couldn't nobody hear me. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember.
And I had to have one of my Flavor House family members tell me, we can't hear you. So I will show you all the ingredients as I'm putting them in, because I will not make you. I guess I'm gonna have to, because people are gonna rewatch this and they're gonna be like, "Why is she not making sound?" It's like I do talk, guys, a lot. Okay, so I'm just doing this, and I'm doing something that is out of character for anyone who rewatches this. I do not sit up here and prep food. That I do that ahead of time. That's why I don't go to bed at night. Okay, so turn her over just like that and do her like this. And turn that around. Yeah, I guess you could do it with a potato peeler if you wanted to, but I prefer this, to be totally honest. I'm just trying not to hit my fingernails. That's why I'm being so meticulous, because this will be done. I don't want to have fingernail quiche. So I'm trying not to get my nails, because I'm trying to get every piece of this potato. Okay, that's one. Okay, I think I'm gonna do one more little one just in case. And see, this is something. I had these potatoes. I peeled them this morning, right? And as soon as the oxygen hits them, they start turning colors. But it didn't. I put it in cold water with a little bit of salt. That kept it from turning. Of course, now I have it sitting out here, and it wants to turn be Rainbow City here, But that's okay, because guess what happens to the parts that turn? Go to G file, which, like I said, it's not going to hurt you. The only time that you shouldn't eat a potato is if it looks green. So if you've ever peeled a potato, or you saw the outer skin of the potato and the potato is green.
Teresa made it. Sorry. Teresa made it Good morning.
Good morning, T. I don't know why you were having a problem.
I don't know. We just went ahead and sent them the link.
Okay, so right now, T, I am making a Father's Day quiche. It is cheese and onion and eggs. It's low. It's going to be and bell peppers and all that stuff. And like I said, if you don't want the texture, you know what you can do. Cut it really small or grind it up. I want the texture in this. It just works. Okay, so I'm almost done. I'm thinking that this will be more than I need, but better more than less. Okay, so, and what I'm doing for those who just got here is just slicing this up really thin because I'm going to be sauteing this, okay? And I need to do it quickly. I don't need it to be a long Sam Jones, so, yep, I think that's enough. So that was 1 medium potato, 2 teeny tiny ones. If you have a big potato and you're only making 2 little pies or 2 little quiches, then 1 potato will do. So what I suggest is peel 1, slice it up, see how it works for you. Because like I said, because I got the nation here in my house, I got to make sure I cook enough. That's the way that works. You know what? And I'm not just going to waste this potato. I'm just going to let it sit here because it's starting to turn colors and I'm going to have to. I'd have to get rid of it. So might as well just do this. And if I have too much, then, oh, well, I'll just eat it. Somebody will eat it. Food will not go to waste in this house. Get that done. Yeah, because I'm going to tell you, my air conditioner is doing the thing right now. And I have a vent right over me, near me, and I am freezing. I'm telling y'all now. I'm sitting here and saying, ooh, I'm cold. And see, like this is way too thick. So I'm going to thin it out just like that. And I'm just cutting it on an angle to thin it out. So it can be a little bit thinner like its relatives over here. Because it needs to be even so it can have even cooking. And so any ones that are thin, you just lay them flat and cut them on a diagonal. Okay, let me finish with this. Almost there. Oh, that was too big too. Okay, so shave it, diagonal, and boom. Okay, lay you flat. And to the corner. And around. Been around the world and I can't find my tater. All right. Okay. And like I said, this is about the longest part of the whole scenario. And this can be done ahead of time, really, Or like I said, if you have this fancy apparatuses that you just stick the potato in there and it shoots out these little chips, hey, go for it. All right, so I have that done. Already have my onions cut up. I just wanted to show you guys how to do the potato. So demonstration, that was it. All right, let me get this stuff up. Let me get my potatoes over here and clean up this little messy poo. All right. And get this out of the way because I don't need this for anything else because everything else is already cut up. Okay. I think I have everything cut up. Yeah. All right. So I think I'm going to, like I was telling you guys, these little pans are it said deep dish, right? So I believe them. they didn't tell me the truth. So these little bitty things are not that deep. So you know I'm not going to get that much mixture in here. So I'll probably do 2. And I probably will have mixture left over. I'm hoping not, because I'm thinking, like I said, 6 eggs. Usually when I use my square, if I use a foil pan, 6 eggs usually does it. But if I'm making more, if I'm doing an oblong pan, then I'll use 8. Let me get this in the trash, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, wash my hands. Okay, get that all dried up. And dry over here. So I'm going to get another one of these pans.
Should I help move the stuff table?
I don't know. This may put me a little closer. Let's see.
Okay.
Let's see what we got going on. So you're going to have your, I already sprayed this pan. I'm going to spray another one. But you're going to have the vegetables that I showed you. These. And I'm going to take these with the exception of the green onion. So for those of you who couldn't hear me, white onion sliced up like this, red pepper, bell pepper sliced very thin, julienne. And then I have the green onions or the scallions just regularly, chopped up. That will not be sauteed. Okay, it's going in it, but it's not going to be sauteed. So I have these little pans. I have 2. I'm going to spray the other one and have it ready. And what I'm going to also do is, while I'm sauteing this up, I'm going to turn my oven on 400 and just let it preheat.
Oh, well, Love's here.
Hey, Bobo Love!
They said welcome back.
Yes, I know, man. This technology stuff. Anyway, okay. Let's just say, I hate streaming. It's a pain in the neck. All right, so let me get this stuff over here. And then I'm going to give you these ingredients once again. I have 6 extra large eggs. You can do large because this will probably be too much for what I'm doing. I have, of course, my Casey's Blessing. You can use a season of your choice because y'all know the deal, red tape. I have some paprika. I have my celery flakes. I have some cooking spray because I'm using the good old pots today. And I have my minced garlic. I have a little bit of salt because it may need it. And I have some black pepper. I have my herbettes, parsley chopped cilantro, and chopped Italian herbs that has basil and thyme and all those good things all in one. I have a little bit of bacon fat because I like the flavor. You don't have to use this. You can use olive oil, whatever you want to saute your tomatoes, your potatoes, and your onions in. And of course, I have cheeses, which I will show you the cheeses after I do this. But that's the second part of the exercise. So what I'm going to do is, if I can do this without making so much noise, I think I'm going to bring this over here so you guys can really get closer and see. Isn't this closer?
Yeah, that's quite a bit closer, actually.
What do you guys think? That's good? Closer?
Yeah.
The closer I get to you.
However, it's a little blurry, so I may have to wipe the lens.
Yeah, she probably needs to wipe the lens. Grandson's computer, peanut butter and all.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. See, my computer, nah. All right, so I won't need this big giant skillet, I don't think. No, I don't. I'm going to put that over here. Let me spray my other pan, have that ready.
I'm sorry, I'm going to have to scoot by and grab this spray real quick. My apologies.
Yeah, she's going to clean the lens. She says it's blurry. Okay, so I just sprayed the second pan. So I'm going to put 2 in the oven because they're so tiny.
Don't show nothing. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm wiping. And please tell me if it looks better.
You just,
Once I know.
it didn't look bad to me the way it was.
It was a little bit of like a film. It looked almost like a film on it.
Okay.
Does it look clear? Can y'all see?
Can you see better, or did you see bad before? I don't know.
Is it
Okay. So here, can you take my rings, put them over there, because I don't want to get food on them.
clear?
And if you could pass me my coffee. Oh, I wonder if I sit this up higher, will you guys be able to see in better? If I sit it up higher. Let's see. Let's give it a shot. Okay, wait a minute. Move that over.
Sadly, your coffee warmer will have to stay over here.
Okay, that's good. You guys can really see the cooktop like that, right?
Yeah, we can see. We can see the cook. Yep.
Okay.
So we'll see.
So let me bring this over a little more to this.
Okay, pull it where you want it. I got the cord prepared. Okay.
Okay. Why is it still showing? Okay, I'm the wrong way. Okay, yeah, because this is the pot. This is the skillet we're using. We're using the baby old timer instead of the big one. I don't think I need the big one for this. Okay, so let me just get this in here. Huh? I think so. We're gonna find out. Anyway,
like I said,
take
you
drink
can't
a
leave the coffee warmer over there. It's gonna stay here.
Then that means I'll just have to drink it all up, won't I? Huh? Okay.
Challenge yourself.
Let me give myself a little space. You know, I need some hip room. Okay.
Okay. Okay, it says we're live. Hit check.
Yep.
We're good.
Okay.
Woo. Okay. That was it. Aggravating.
Okay. So we're back again. I hope you're still. Well, I thought you still. Oh, well, there's one person here. Everybody left. Okay.
Now that we connected, and hopefully I see 3 on my side.
I see. Yeah, now I see 3. Okay. Well, for those of you who hung in there with me, thank you. I have no idea what is going on. This is a YouTube thing. Now I'm going to tell you like this. Last week, I went live on TikTok. They have something called a TikTok studio that you download and, so you can do the live thing. Well, needless to say, when I tried to come over and put my information in, to ready for our shows on Saturday, it kept giving me an error message that my camera was being in use somewhere else. Well, it wasn't, because I deleted all the TikTok stuff because that's not for me. I just wanted to see what it was like. I saw it and whatever. So now I'm having this error message on my laptop, which I don't know why. I've contacted YouTube. I haven't gotten any response. That's been a whole week. So I said, let me find a workaround, which was using my grandson's computer, which is the same as mine. It's just a smaller one. Now we're having it could be the weather, though. It could be the weather, But you know what? I have decided that I will not allow anything to keep us from being great. So just hang in there with me. We're going to do this. Anywho, where was I? So I sprayed my pan. You spray your pan if you have to. If you got nonstick, do you, boo? Let me get this over here. And I'm going to put it on high because these pans can stand the pressure. My brand new pans, they heat up so quickly. Yeah, well, So let me get this over here. Let me get my little pieces. And I'm going to show you what you do with these potatoes and this vegetables like that. So when it heats up, I'm going to get my bacon fat. You can get your olive oil or whatever you want to use in order to flavor your potatoes. And let me just get a little plastic something or another here. And turn this down because I don't want it doing any smoking. So I'm turning it down to a 6, which is like a medium. And then I'm taking a heaping teaspoonful of my bacon fat. You can do butter here if you want to, but you have to know that butter just can't stand the heat. So you can't have it up this high. All right. But you do need some kind of oil or something. Like I said, unless your pan is totally non-stick. And really, I'm not even doing it. I'm doing it for the sticking thing. We're not this, because like I said, I have the cooking spray. I'm doing this to flavor my potatoes and my onions and things. So you need some type of something that's flavored. That's all I can tell you. It doesn't have to be pork fat. It can be chicken fat or whatever. That's my oven telling me that it's ready for me to put something in it, but I'm not ready yet, so it's gonna have to wait. That's how that works. Okay, so this is melting. I put some bacon fat here. So I hope that it did record the fact that I went over the ingredients yet again. Okay, but this is going to be a doozy for the rewatchers. All right, y'all. So I'm going to take, you see my potatoes. I am going to take my white onions. I'm going to put them on top, spread them on top of the potatoes, just like that. And then I'm going to take my thinly sliced red peppers, and I am going to move over these green ones because they just want to get in the way. And I'm going to put them in here too on top of my onions. Let me make sure I get all of those in there. And then I'm going to show you the magic. If it's magic, then why can't it be everlasting? Okay, so I'm going to take all this mixture here, and I'm going to put it in here with my potatoes. Just like that. Those nicely thin sliced potatoes. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to flatten everything out on the pan. I'm going to make sure I'm kind of rubbing it around that bacon fat so it can get the flavor on here. And then I'm going to flatten it out, the veggies, the potatoes, everything, because I want it to just be flat in the pan. And I'll show you that. I think you can see that. See that? Can you see?
Yeah.
Can you see? Yes. Hey, I may like this table thing because y'all can get closer. Okay. This could be fun. All right, so I'm putting that in here. I'm going to take it back up to a 7. Oh, I got an onion on my finger. Okay, I'm going to put this over here. I'm going to wipe my hand off. And then I am going to start seasoning. So, matter of fact, let me take it back down to the 6 while I season, because I don't want it to get too hot. So, of course, I'm taking my Casey's Blessing. You're taking your all-purpose seasoning, whatever you like. And with the Casey's Blessing, you know I can use a lot of it because it has no salt at all. And it's just some nice herbs and spices. And so you can use as much as you want. So I put that on there. I am going to take my minced garlic. You want to do a teaspoonful of this or 3 squirts if you're using the mince. If you're using regular garlic, teaspoonful. Or garlic powder, a half a teaspoon. Or a teaspoon if you really like garlic. Okay, so I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 squirts, just like that, of my minced garlic. I'm going to take my celery flakes, and I'm going to do a little handful, just like that. So that's probably about a half a teaspoonful, if you guys can see, of celery flakes. And I do this because, like I told you, they're dry, and sometimes you have bigger pieces, so I want to kind of break it up. And so I'm going to take that over my pan, just like that. I may do a little bit more, so about a teaspoonful and a half. Let me just put that over, just like that, because I like the taste of this. I'm going to take my black pepper, and I'm going to hit it off, and that's going to be a half a teaspoonful of black pepper. Okay? Mind you, this is on a medium heat. And then I'm going to get over here with my herbettes. So, you know, anybody that knows Casey, a pinch. If you don't know me, I'm getting ready to hip you to the situation. All right, so I have some fresh parsley. A pinch is between your forefinger and your thumb. I am taking a big pinch, just like that, and I'm putting it over in here. And I'm going to do the same thing with each one of these herbs. So the next one is going to be my cilantro. And I'm going to do a big pinch of the cilantro. Okay, stick that over in there. And then I'm going to take my Italian herbs, which has a little bit of this and a little bit of that and everything. Okay, I'm taking a pinch of that. Okay, let me get that in here. Close everything up, get that off to the side. Now, at this point in time, I am going to take just a bit of salt, just a little sprinkle, which is why I put it in this salt shaker so it can control it. Okay, just a little bit. So just a sprinkle all over that. There you go. You can omit this if you do not want to use salt. But I will tell you guys again, salt is not your enemy. Being excessive with it is. Okay, so that's the key. You need a certain amount of sodium in your body in order to have functionality, to balance the potassium. Look it up. You know what y'all got to do. Butterfly in the... I ain't going to do that to y'all, but you know. Okay, so I'm going to take this and I'm going to work this around just like that and get all of that seasoning incorporated into my potatoes. All right, just like that. Okay, and it looks so good. Really, hey, I don't even want to put it inside the quiche. Like I said, if there's some left over, I'm going to eat it. Because it just looks like such a fancy, what do you call it, home fry. Okay. And speaking of home fry, I'm going to sprinkle just a little bit of paprika on here to give it that extra smoky flavor. Just a little sprinkle. Okay, let's put that over here. And I'm just going to mix it up. Ooh, that smells nice. Okay. And if your potatoes are getting stuck together, it's not that hot. So, you know, I mean, if you be careful. But I just take it apart like that. Because I want everything to be flat in the skillet. Because I'm about to do what? I'm going to put a top on it. And it has to be even. So, it needs to look like this. Can everybody see? I don't want it to slide, but it needs to be flat. Can you see? Yeah. All right, let me get it back on here because I told you my cooktop will stop working if the pan's not there. And it's so much mess on here and I have to clean it. So just a second. All right. Let me just get all that wiped up around there. Okay. All right. Wipe it down, dry it off, and then I'm going to put a top on here. And see, you see what I'm saying? You see it doesn't even get hot. The pot is hot, but the top isn't. So this is a perfect stove for people who have a little fear about cooking and heat and stuff like that, which is why I bought it. So when my boys decide they actually want to learn how to cook, they won't have so much fear. Okay, so let me get that over here. Let me get a top, put it on here, and then I'm going to reduce the heat. I'm going to take it down to a 4. So that is like a low-high. And let me get this over here. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to get my egg mixture together because we want this to simmer while I get my egg mixture together. It's not hard, not at all. Let me get this out of the way. And then we will do this dance together. So what you can do for me, beautiful assistant, if you can come over here and crack these eggs over there for me over the sink, and I'll make sure that I have everything I need because I think I got everything. Okay. So if I have too much mixture, then I'll end up just making a third quiche because these little itty bitty quiches, they look like, what do you call them, personal pan pizzas. They so little. So, oh, I dropped that. Let me get this up. Okay, that's going nice. All right, I'll be right back. Let me go to the garbage.
Crack them up, crack them up.
So let me get this in the fridge. I need this too. All right. So beautiful assistant has all my eggs all cracked. So I got 6 eggs in here, 6 extra large. But like I said, I think if you're not cooking for a lot of people, you can use large. You can use 3 if you're just cooking for 2 or maybe even 4. You know, you're not gonna have a whole lot of leftovers if you do one of these little things like here. But you know, well. Anyway, so I have my eggs. I have to get some heavy whipping cream. And my cheeses.
How can we forget the cheese?
Oh, can't forget the cheese.
Forget this.
Okay, this. I got this. I got cheddar. And then I'm going to sit down and I'm going to show you why I got this cheese. Because I just love this cheese and they don't have the pepper jack in this brand sliced up. I was going to get, matter of fact, I wanted to get some shredded pepper jack, but of course I couldn't find that. So you make do with what you have. So I'm going to bring my little chair over here because the back is humming. So I'm going to sit down and do this. But I'm going to show you my cheeses. Let me get this in over here. Okay, this table is coming in big time handy. Do you hear what I say? Do you hear the words coming out my mouth? Yeah. Oh boy, it really is. I should have gotten the one that had those rollers on it, but I was afraid. I was afraid that it wasn't going to be as stable. And this thing is stable.
Well, you know what? You could probably replace the bottom
And put some rollers on it.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna sit down, y'all. Woo la. Let me see. So now I got my eggs. So you know I'm gonna go with my Casey's blessing again because we flavor every ingredient. So every part of your meal has a flavor and has an identity. So, and I will tell you, you would think using this on everything that everything would taste a certain. I'm telling you, depending on what you use this on, it just heightens the flavor, but it doesn't mask it. And that's what I like about it. Okay, so I'm going to put this in here with your all-purpose seasoning. Like I said, depending on the ingredients of it, you can go heavy or you can go what the instructions say or what you feel is good for you. Because guess why? Whose kitchen is it? Whose kitchen is it? It's your kitchen. Exactly. I see a little, do you see a little dot or something, a little smudge on this thing? Like right around where my mouth is? No, that's probably on the camera. Okay, so anyhow.
Should I get it?
No, it doesn't bother. As long as it's not bothering my family out there, I'm good. Okay, I'm going to do 2 squirts of this. That's going to be a half a teaspoonful in the egg. 1, 2. Close that up. I am going to do the onion, the green onion that I told you about. It's going to go in here. Just like that. And that is actually 2 stalks of 2 green onion stalks that I chopped up. Okay. I am going to take some pepper, get that in there. And that's going to be a half a teaspoonful of the black pepper. I am going to just a dash in my hand. So just like that. Okay. And then I'm going to hit it. I'm going to hit it with the cheeses. So I have some mild shredded cheddar. And I'm going to do about 1.5 cups of that, which is about the size of the inside of my hand. 1.5 cups for you. So, and I'm going to hit it in there like that. Put a little bit in there, just like that. And then I'm going to, I have my favorite cheese, this quesadilla cheese. I think it's a Monterey Jack. They're not really telling me what it is, but whatever it is, it's really good. It's mild and the pull is fabulous. And I don't usually use it in my quiches, but I tried it and I really liked it. So if you can get some of this, you just want to have it in your house for everything. Okay. So now what I was telling you about my pepper jack. Pepper jack is usually my cheese of choice when I do quiches. However, they didn't have any shredded, and I love this Tillamook brand, every cheese they have. So I said, okay, let me get the slices and I'll just cut it up. And I put my cutting board away. Oh, well. Yep, I forgot about that. So I'm going to take 3 slices of this cheese. And the slices are pretty thick, if you see. They're not thin. And I'm going to take 3 slices of this pepper jack cheese, which for you would be about a cup of cheese. If it's, once you cut it up. Okay, let me get and while you're over the doofus, you can stick that back in this other cheese back in the fridge.
Okay.
Except for the quesadilla. Well, yes, you can do that too, because I'm not going to need it until the last thing. Okay, so, and then I'm going to show you what I do in a quick way to shred up cheese when it's not shredded. I'm going to show you. So, let me get this. I'm just showing you all this prep work. But see, you have to do this immediately, while you're making this up, because then it'll get stuck together, and you don't want it to do that. So, here, I got a knife. I just need you to move this my thing out the way that makes it tall. My high heels for the high heels. My high heels for the laptop. Okay, so I took the 3 pieces of cheese.
Do you want me to put this on the heat?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Okay, she's putting my coffee on the heater because it'll be cold, and then y'all know I'll be complaining. So you put the 3 pieces together, right? And so then I take it and I cut it in half, just like that.
It smells good over here.
Okay, and then I put it on top, just like that. Now this is the kicker. Let me pull that down. Let's see. Make sure you can see it. So you see, it's in a big stack. Now, this cheese is pretty sturdy, so you may not be able to do it with all cheeses, but then I just take my knife and I do this, just like that. You see? And when you take it apart, you see, you have your shredded cheese. And that's that. Right, I just do that. And then I'll take it on side, and I'll just do my little crisscross until I have it all cut up like I want to. And then I just pull it apart, and then I incorporate it into this egg mixture. And that's it. Easy peasy. It's much easier for me to do this than to go and grate up a bunch of cheese, because I got a hand grater. I don't have the fancy, but I think I'm going to invest in that. I think I'm going to invest in one of those. I saw somebody with it. It's a motorized cheese shredder. And so but see, I don't shred cheese that often. That's why, I thought it was like kind of not. It's not economical for me. I don't like to buy things just for one-time uses. I like to have things on hand that I'm going to use all the time. Otherwise, it's just kind of like, why spend the money? For me, the one time I'm going to do this, because I'm going to tell you, anytime I can find some shredded cheese, I'm getting it. That's just it. I spent years grating cheese for macaroni and cheese because I needed it so thin. And listen, with a hand grater, okay, not anything fancy that made it simple for me. Have you ever tried to grate up a block of Velveeta? Well, I'm here to tell you. I figured it out. What you do is, when you get it home, you take it out of its foil wrapping. And the reason why you do that is because the wrapping has a plastic coating on it. And if you freeze it, the coating will adhere to the cheese. And then you'll be eating plastic coating when you try to do what I'm doing here now. So you take it off, you put it into a freezer bag, and you let it get frozen. Then you can do one or two things, but you got to do it quick. You chop slices and you grate it up really quick over in whatever you're doing, or you can do one of these numbers that I'm doing here, but you got to do it fast, because as soon as it hits the air, it starts to defrost. And that is how you get shredded Velveeta. Now, they have something called Velveeta Shreds, but it's a hit and miss around here, because sometimes they'll have it in the stores and sometimes they don't. So I'm always prepared to find a hack, and that is a hack. Just so you know. All right, so you see, I now have my shredded pepper jack cheese in the brand that I like, with very little effort. Wasn't a whole lot of difficulty. You guys thought it was difficult? I didn't think so. Okay, then I'm dropping this in here, just like that. And get it all here. And I mean, it's really, you just kind of take it apart, just like that. Get that all inside. And make sure I get every little drop here. Okay, get you back up here. I can use my stand again. You took it away. I didn't mean for you. I didn't mean for you to take it away. She took it far away from here. Okay, and then I'm gonna hit this a little with a little of my paprika in here, just a little drizzle like that. Now I am going to take a cup of this stuff right here. But before I do,
Ready for
I'm gonna do my pinch. Yeah, you can put that up underneath there. Put my high heels back on my computer. So I'm gonna do a pinch of each one of these herbs again.
okay.
Parsley, cilantro, and Italian seasonings.
Everybody still see good?
Yeah,
You
looks
still
good.
see? Yeah. Okay.
Okay, and I'm doing a pinch of each one of these. Now they can go in the fridge because I'm all finished with the herbettes.
All right.
They did their show for today. Let them take a bow. They're taking a bow. Bow. Yay! Yay!
All right.
Okay. All right. So now I have all this stuff in here. So what I'm gonna do? Let me get this over here. I'm gonna get my little hand whisk. Now you can use a fork, but before I do that, I want to check on my potatoes. Okay.
Ooh, them babies smell good.
So yeah, they're just where I want to be perfect. So at this point, and I'm gonna let you guys see. Yeah, that's perfect. At this point, if you just want to take a plate and eat it, you can. But we're not gonna do that because we have what? Quiche to make. So let me show you guys and move the shit out the way.
Yep.
This is what it looks like. This is the consistency you want right here. This is done, but it's not mushy. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is what you want, just like that. Okay, did everybody see?
Yeah, this is great.
Okay, it smells
I love
good
this
too.
angling. This angling is great.
Okay, so now what you want to do is put it off to the side while you mix this up because you want it to cool down. I really like it to cool down for about 15 minutes, but for the magic of television, and the reason why, because I don't want my eggs to curdle. So I'm going to have to, if you have a situation where you need to incorporate something hot into your egg, you have to work fast. That's all I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to show you because I'm going to have to do it now. Okay, so I have my whisk, trusty whisk, my hand. Let me put my potatoes over here off of the eye so they can start doing a little cool down. Okay, and while they do that, I'm going to put my heavy whipping cream. So I'm going to put in this, I'm going to do a cup of heavy whipping cream. Okay. And then I'm going to start to whip this mixture. And so you just want to whip this until everything is fully incorporated, until your egg yolks have broken up and your egg whites and the yolks are incorporated together. Now you can do what I usually do. I beat my eggs first, but I didn't do that this time. I just put everything in here because it's not necessary. You know, it's just a matter of choice. And I got that all in there just like that. And I'm going to mix it all up until it's fully combined. And that's pretty much it. Once I get this fully combined, then I will introduce my potatoes in there. I'm trying to, I'm trying to hedge for some time to let the potatoes cool off because I really don't want to have to do that quick draw McGraw thing. If you don't know who quick draw McGraw is, look it up. Oh. Okay, so and I'm just making sure that all my cheese and everything else is in here. Okay, just like that. It doesn't take much. Like I said, these whisks, the whisk and the power of the wrist. That's what it is. Okay, and get that all in there just like that. And so I say maybe about 3-4 minutes, maybe about 3 minutes, depending on how good you are at whisking stuff. See, I could use a fork and do this too, So if you don't have a whisk, you can use a fork. Okay, so there's no residue. Stick that over here. Let me go and check on these taters and see if the taters can take coming in this cold bath here. Okay, in the meantime, let me get this in the fridge and my garlic. Alrighty, so I do need the big skillet because I need to put my bacon on.
Where is it?
Yeah, it's over there on your side of town. No, no, no.
The biggest skillet?
Not the biggest skillet because I want to put some bacon on. Oh, y'all, listen. I lost the skillet. Now the skillet is found. Because, see, you can eat this just like this with no meat. Well, this is for the dad, and the dad wants meat. So I'm going to make some nice applewood slab bacon to go along with this. This is optional. You can make a steak with this. You can have whatever you want. Or put a nice little ham steak or anything. Or nothing. And that's what I do. But, this is for dad. So you got to give dad what dad wants. Give daddy the big piece of chicken. Or in this case, the big piece of bacon. Okay, so this is cool enough. So I'm taking this. Yeah, this is good. It didn't take long. If I had put that top on it, though, that would have been a problem because it would have held all that. Boy, this smells so good. All right, so let me get this out the way. And then I'm going to mix up the potatoes into the egg mixture with my whisk. Okay, get that over here. And it's not a whole lot of mixing you're going to do. You just want to make sure it's incorporated into the mixture. You're not trying to bake a cake or anything, just a couple little twirls and you're good. Okay, so now, and this is what it looks like when you're finished doing that. Like that. Whoo, boy, I tell you. So let me get this over here because I'm going to need this and this. And I'm going to get my bacon cut and started. And I'm going to get me one little squirt of Splenda. You know I couldn't live without that. You don't have to do that. Okay, but it changes the dynamic of taste and things, and it doesn't make it sugary. Trust me, because they will complain. Okay, so it's kind of like it takes the edge off of stuff. That's what it does. Okay, so everything's all nice and mixed. Let me get this, make sure I got all my ingredients off of this whisk because I need every bit of my vegetables. Oh, yes, I do. I'll just have to do it manually. Take it with my finger and then wash all the salmonella off my hand. Okay, there we go. All right, let me wash my hands and then we'll see how much we can get in these pie pans. Because I may have to do 3, but of course I want both of them to be level. So I'll have to do the other one on its lonesome. It'll have to be by itself. All by myself. Yep.
It still don't taste delicious.
Yeah.
Even by itself.
It should be happy to be all by itself. It'll be the last one to go. That's what I said. But you just can't please people these days. So now what I'm going to do, let me move this out the way. Let's tidy up my prep space. How about that? All right. Put that in here. Plate in here. All righty. Dry my hands. And I'm gonna stick this over here, and we're gonna see how much can we get into this pan. Okay. What do you think? A little? A lot? 3 pans? 2 pans? Let's find out. Okay, so I'm going to try to do it equally. But when you're doing this, you have these ingredients in here. You want to be careful when you're spooning it in that everything goes in with it. And the reason why I'm saying that, you'll get to spoon it in the liquid and you'll have all of the goodies stuck to the bottom. And that's not what you want. So I got some in here. Let me see. I'm taking all my little goodies and putting them in there. Oh, yeah. Make sure I get all my cheeses and stuff. I'm not trying to play. And I don't want to put too much in because I got to put a little cover on it. So that's another thing too. Because the egg is going to rise, but the egg will rise and the egg will fall. So because this is not a souffle. It's not a souffle. Okay. All right. Well, hopefully this will allow me to put a piece of lightly foil it. And I do that because I don't want it to brown on top before it gets done from the bottom up. So let's get this over here. Get a little water in it. Okay. All right. So we got that in here. Let me rinse this off because I have to smooth it over so it can have equal heat distribution. Can we say distribution? Yes. Okay, so now I'm going to take it. I'm smoothing it out, making sure that all of my potatoes and all of the vegetables are evenly distributed throughout the quiche. Because what will happen if you don't do that, you'll have all this stuff in the middle and nothing but egg on the outside. So you want to have a bite of the deliciousness every time you open your mouth and stick the fork in it. That's what you want. Okay, so this has a little bit more than that one, but that's fine. All right, so now I'll get my other cheese. My wonderful Mexican cheese that will remain nameless because I don't know what I know it's Monterey Jack. I know it is. It looks just like Monterey Jack, but whatever they do to this particular cheese. So I'm gonna take I'm just gonna do a little sprinkle. So this is like a half a cup, not even a half. I'm just putting a little sprinkle right on the top of each one of the quiches. Just a little sprinkle. Make sure that every corner is covered. And I'll do that for this one. Like I said, just a little sprinkle. Okay. All right. And this is good. You can freeze this stuff. So you can make this stuff ahead of time. Have you a nice little breakfast to take with you to work or whatever. Kids can have something nice and special in the morning. Or when you come home, make a salad. That's dinner. Okay, so let me get this. Let me see if I can get this down for you. Okay, perfect. You see, this is what it looks like. Okay, nice sprinkle. I'm going to take a little bit of the paprika so it can brown nicely when I take it off. I'll take it out off the foil off of it. And just a little teeny tiny bit, not a whole lot. Okay. And the way that this is coming out of here, that's about, you're going to give us a teeny tiny bit because it's being stingy. Okay, so now I'm going to get 2 pieces of foil. I'm going to lightly put them on these, and then I'm going to get them in the oven, and I'm going to get this bacon cooking. I'm going to try to get 2 pieces of foil. I see that my foil box has bent up. And when it gets bent up like this, it is hard to rip it off. I don't know how it got bent on both sides.
I really don't know.
The box has seen better days. Okay. There we go. All right. So I don't know if both of these pieces are big enough. I think one is bigger than the other. One is good, but it was hard to get it off of there. So we're gonna make it work. And this is the heavy duty one. So this is good. This will work. Sit on it the way I needed to sit on it. And I'm just lightly this is what I don't want to happen. Be very careful when you're maneuvering this stuff. But first of all, you don't want your cheese to stick. So you're going to do a little light tinting on here. What I mean by tinting, let me show you. Okay, so you take your foil and you stick your foil in half like that. And then you just kind of cover it with the middle sticking up. That way, when this thing decides to rise a little, it won't rise and hit the top of your foil and take your cheese away. Because the whole purpose of the exercise, put the cheese on it so you can eat it. So we're going to do that with this too. Because I know it's going to rise. And I'll stick that in here just like that. And we pull the top up, give it a little growing room. Just like that. And now we're gonna stick this in the oven. Okay, so let me move this table back so I can get this in. Let me get I need a pot holder. Okay.
Okay. You need me to get a big?
I think it's over here. Yeah. No, actually I don't even need that. I have my little, what do you call this?
Oh, microfiber.
Microfiber, because I need to wipe this off anyway. So I'm gonna wipe this off, and then I just need my little microfiber. Now I already put my foil here on my stove, just in case something wants to bubble over, so it doesn't mess my stove up. And I'm gonna get these in side by side, try to get them both as close to the center of the oven. That's where the sweet spot is. Let me get that in here. Okay, don't act silly. Come on in here. Come on. Okay, there you go, fellas. All right, so they're both in. Be very careful. Close it up. Set my timer. I'm going to set my timer for 40 minutes. I don't think it's going to take that long because these are really small. So, but I'm just giving it extra time. I will check it at 30 and see where it is. Let me tighten this up. I'm going to get back over here and we're going to talk about this coffee, that tariff-proof shopping, grocery shopping. That's what we're going to do while we wait. And I'm going to put this bacon on. Let me get this in here. Back in here. All right. Okay. So, yeah, I'll just stick this here because I got more cooking to do, y'all. Because tonight, I came with a recipe. You know, I'm the chicken girl. What can I tell y'all? But tonight, I'm going to make some stuffed chicken with a creamy sofrito sauce. It is, it's delicious. I can't wait. So let me cut up my bacon and get it on. And then we can have a little talk. Okay, get that over here. Oh, I tell you. Let's see. Get that skillet over here. Okay, and I'm going to spray you. And like I said, the meat part is optional. If you like meat, whatever meat you want to go with it, you know, for your dad or just for yourself or just whatever, you know. So I'm going to take this. And what I like to do with this bacon or any bacon, I take my bacon and I cut it in half because it allows it. I hate for when you, I don't know if you experience when you cook bacon sometimes, or most times you just lay it in there. First of all, you're supposed to put your bacon in while the skillet is cold. If you put it in while it's hot, it'll start turning up on the ends and it's so annoying. So I don't like that look. So I usually cut my bacon in half, which is what I'm going to do here. And so I take my little scissors if they choose to work. Look like y'all need sharpening. Okay. So I'll take my little knife I had that worked.
You'll be proud to know you have finally mastered the sharpener, and the next time you come, it will all be sharp.
Oh, see, I got so many knives in this house. They sharpen one knife.
Yeah, we had to do the test knife. Now we
Uh-huh.
know. So
Okay. Yeah. I know that's your story. You're sticking to it. I know. Anyhow, so I have this bacon and I cut it in half. So now I'm just going to stick it in my skillet while it's cold. All right. And then I'll turn my skillet on. All right. And you know what? This is one way to be frugal because, hey, you're getting less calories. You're saving bacon. And, yeah, you have more of it when you cut it in half. And with this slab bacon, it's very thick, so you really don't need a whole lot of it. This is very good if you want to make a BLT. Get that in there. All right. Let me move this over. Let me get that in. All right. I'm going to turn this on. And Beautiful Assistant, if you can watch this, I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to turn this on, and I'm going to put it on medium.
Do you need to hold it out?
No. Just I'm gonna put the screen on, and like I said, I'm gonna put it on a 6.
With bacon?
Well, it depends on what you want your bacon to do. I want my bacon to have a little crisp to it. I don't want it to be too soft. You start it on 6 and then you roll it down. See, Beautiful Assistant is the timer girl. She does not like to. Can you move that computer? She doesn't like to watch her food. She wants to put a timer on and go far away from here. See, I don't cook like that. So I'm going to put my screen on top of here.
Moving the computer back to the counter?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm going to move my computer.
Is it unplugged? Oh, it looks unplugged.
Oh, no. I'll be the messed us up, right?
I was nervous. I was like,
I'll be the messed us up. We'll be around here not streaming again.
Sad face.
Yes, sad face. You're right. Because I was, honey, if y'all could only hear some of the thoughts that were coming out of my mouth. The thoughts that were coming, I'm like, oh my goodness. Not again. Okay, let me move this over. Out of the way. Sorry for the noise. Okay, let me get myself back over here where I'm comfortable.
Oh, glasses. All right.
Yes, and I just need to wipe. I need to wipe this table off, child, because you know what? That table has, that's the bad thing about stainless steel. It shows everything, every fingerprint, everything. And you know me, I can't stand it. OCD, obviously clean diva. Okay. I own it. Yes, I do. I own it. If you don't know me, know that I own it. Because I got to clean it up. Yes. Okay. There you are. All right. So let me get this over here. I'm going to sit down, and then we're going to have our little talky talk, and I'll drink the rest of my coffee. Speaking of coffee obsessions. Not just mine. I don't think I'm obsessed. I am a loyal fan of coffee, but I am a loyal fan of coffee, just one type. I do not need a whole lot of frou-frou, as you guys know, but some people do. So let's just see what I found. So, what is it about coffee anyway? What makes people so obsessed? I don't know. Maybe it's the fact that when you never get any sleep, it's a good pick-me-up. It's not just a drink. It's a ritual for some people. The smell alone can boost some people's whole day, just smelling the aroma of the coffee before the first sip. For so many, it's the start of their day. They cannot be productive without, and I'm gonna be totally honest. Until I drink the last drop of my coffee, please don't bring me any food. I don't want any of that. I just need to finish my coffee. If it takes me 4 hours, I need to finish my coffee. And I'm drinking my coffee. So, some folks say they needed to wake up. Now, I don't know about waking up, but it does give me a little boost, a little energy. Okay, others can't function with it at all. And I know people that really, they're just all out of sorts. Mentally, emotionally, physically, they are out of sorts until they have that cup of coffee. Whatever their coffee Jones is, okay? It's a love, like I said, it or dependency, maybe, but let's talk about the fine line between the two. So they're trying to say, are we addicted to cup? Well, it has caffeine. It's designed for you to be addicted. I'm not going to say I'm addicted. Now it's bubbling brown sugar over here. You might want to do your little, turn it down. But, I'll be totally honest. I can drink other things in its place. and probably feel just as alert. Or how about do this, get some sleep, and then you got to worry about it. Okay. However, from French presses to aero presses, whatever that is, to cold brew nerds. Y'all see what cold brew nerds who likes that cold coffee. Okay. Hey, listen. Some people weigh their beans. Okay. They use a thermometer. You know, these are what they call coffee snobs. Okay. So it ain't that deep for me. They, like I'm telling you, the fruit coffee, the specialty drinks, the sweet cravings. Coffee isn't just black anymore. It's caramel, brulee lattes, dirty chais, and espresso martinis. Okay. Now I'm just, and whipped coffee. Are we still obsessed with coffee, or is coffee a dessert now? Okay, how far will you go for your coffee? Okay, I know people literally do not have anything in their house. They have to get up every morning and they have to go and get that coffee from whatever the coffee shop is. Cannot function until they get up and get. I'm like, why don't you just buy some and have it in your house? Go figure. I don't know. Okay, paying $9. No, Casey ain't paying $9 for nobody's coffee. Okay, packing a mini espresso machine in their luggage. They take the espresso machine with them in their luggage when they. Okay. Cafe culture. Okay, where's the obsession coming from? So you got the coffee shops. Okay, it's not just about the caffeine. This is about the experience. It's about being there with like-minded people who feel the same way that you do, and they smell the. You know how they have wine tastings? They have coffee tastings. Yes, they do, and little things to clean your palate. Social media is a coffee aesthetic. They have coffee lovers unite. They have all kind of hashtags and cute mugs and all kinds of stuff. And when the obsession turns into who you are as a person, okay, people will say things like, don't talk to me until I've had my coffee. They have coffee mugs and shirts and memes and phone cases, and coffee becomes a part of their personality. You probably cut their head open or part down the middle, and there's a little coffee cup pop up. Okay, the global obsession from Italian espresso, Italian espresso to Turkish coffee ceremonies and Japanese pour over mastery. Coffee, I didn't know Japanese people drank a whole lot of coffee. I thought it was more tea, but hey, learn something. Okay, coffee connects cultures through their obsession. So I had a question for you guys. What is your coffee obsession? If you have one, drop it down in the comments. I'd love to know, because I ain't going to tell you no lie. The best part of waking up is Folgers in my cup. Yes, it is. I'm not going to tell you a lie. That's the truth. Is it the flavor for you? Is it the ritual? Is it all of the above? Is it going to the coffee shop and an escape? Is it just a rush to your system? Hey, just share with me. Let me know. I would love to know why. Okay. So, tariff-proof grocery shopping. You're like, okay, yeah. Like I said, 2 weeks ago, I'll give you a perfect example. 2 weeks ago, I don't know if you guys ever seen like the family, it's 2 pounds of ground turkey. So it comes in like a bigger container. And I like to get Shady Brook Farms brand. So it's usually about $10, $12 for the family pack. I'm crying over that. Let me tell you something. Went to Instacart. Hey, T. Went to Instacart. And this is how I do this is why I use Instacart, because I can compare prices and go to stores that's way, way away from me without leaving my seat and wasting my gas and doing a whole work day trying to get groceries, because no one store, ever since COVID, no one store has everything that I want. So it's everything for real. Okay, my husband doesn't care about it too much. He says, I have to pick my own stuff. Well, let me tell you something. Okay, I can be on the phone with them and help them pick it, but it's better than me going to 15 stores and sitting out there for 8 hours after working all week. I here to tell you. Okay, so
Maybe still not get what you want.
yeah, exactly. Just like what beautiful sister said, honey, these stores have bait and switch. They have 5 or 6 of these items they have on sale. They have a small quantity or whatever they have in their flyers. You get there thinking you're going to get this stuff. If you don't get there as soon as they put it out, and they may have some in the back and just letting it sit there. Whatever they sell, then you're in the store already. So they're hoping that, hey, since you're here, you're going to just buy something in its place. Not Casey. If it ain't what I want, hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more, no more, no. Yeah, that. Anyway, so what I mean by tariff-proof shopping is all about beating rising prices from imported fees or inflation by shopping smarter, not harder. So essentially it's this. You want to try to do as much of your shopping locally, or the things that you buy from local producers or manufacturers or things like that. And I know a lot of the stuff may not be, but you may have to try, because I'm gonna tell you, I didn't get to tell you how much the turkey cost. This turkey that just 2 weeks ago was $10-12 was $22. Same size, same everything. So that's what prompted this. And so if I have to get everything local until somebody gets some sense and make it feasible for me to eat it, yes, I will. So like they were saying, stick to seasonal and local. Seasonal fruits and veggies are cheaper and fresher. So, little farmers markets and stuff like that, or the farms like me, they have like little farmers markets and stuff because they have farms near me. Okay. And you get your husband to grow you a garden, and then you don't have to do that. But anyway, hint, hint. So like I said, you try to get things that are locally grown or things that are made here in the USA, because that is going to save you money from things coming from elsewhere. Okay, so frozen foods, they are your friend. Now, never been that big on frozen or cans, but if it's steam fresh, I can get with it. I can do that. Okay. Swap imported for domestic. So like, I like this domestic. I'd like an imported. It was a Danish ham. And it is very good. But I bet you I could find something that's made right here that tastes just as good. Or maybe I just will stop eating ham for a while. How about that? Because I'm telling you, you go to the grocery store and you spend $100 like people spend $1. And then you got to go back the next day and the next day and the next day. And it seems like all you do is spend money on food, and you still never have what you need. So it's like, yeah. And the bad part about it is, I'm going to tell you like this. Once all of this is over, the prices will remain the same. It's just like with COVID. The prices went up because, according to the stores, it was hard for them to get deliveries because I guess the shipyards or whatever, the truckers, because of COVID or whatever, they couldn't get deliveries. So we incurred the cost. Well, COVID is not as rampant. Well, it's still bad, but I mean, they're able to get deliveries now. They don't have the same dynamic. They never took those prices down though. So I guess I'll be buying a whole turkey that's live and just grooming it for myself and make some ground turkey, because I'm not paying $22 for a small pack of 2 pounds. I'm not doing it. That's like $10 a pound for ground turkey. Anywho, all right. So smart protein picks. So buy bone-in meat. So instead of getting the boneless one, which is true, when you take the bone out yourself, you save money. If they take it out, it's going to be more money. Okay, buying bulk in big packs. If you budget friendly stuff, you may want to, if you have somebody that is close to you, you buy a big one and y'all split it, whatever. So that's something to do too also. And like I said, just shop around. If a store says that they have something that you use and it's less money, I'm going to tell you, I really, really, really suggest Instacart, because that will allow you to get to the stores that you need to get to before it's all gone. You just got to be very vigilant, plan your meals, make sure your pantry is stocked with your mainstays. And whenever, like I said, if I see a spice or something like that on sale, it doesn't matter to me what brand the spice is, okay? Because, little secret, all those spices, no matter who they come from, or come from the same place, okay? They just put their company's name on it. So, yeah, you can get the store brand, and the spice is going to be the spice. Okay, unless it's a special blend from someone. Now, special blends are indicative to the person who made them, but the ingredients that go into the special blends are still the same. Nutmeg is nutmeg. Pepper is pepper. Okay, it doesn't have to have a name brand on it and cost you more money. And yeah, and they were saying the same thing here. Use the apps, like Instacart and stuff like that. Digital coupons are good. And reward points. So don't sleep on your reward points. A lot of time, and that's something I like too when I go to Instacart, because they have the ability, like they have coupons. And so the coupons, you can click them. Okay. And it applies to get you a discount on your food. So, it's not a perfect science, but every little bit helps. You will see every little bit helps. It'll ease some of that pain. Because I'm going to tell you, boy, oh boy, I'm ready to draw a picture of some food on some paper, and I'm just going to lick it. And y'all be like, what is she having this week? Oh, we're having whatever I can draw. That's what we're having. So, boy, man, I'm like, you know what? I feel like I just worked to buy food. Literally. And that's all. It's like, my goodness. I'm going to get me a couple of chickens and a hog and a cow. I need. Yes, I'm going to go get me a buffalo. Have me some ground buffalo. I'm going to get a cow for the milk. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to get here she go. She said, go get a lactate cow. Okay, really? I have to get 22 chickens because I think they lay one egg a day. I need 22 cow. Oh my goodness. What about you guys? Are you seeing higher prices in the grocery store? Hit me up. Let me know. Because maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just where I am. But when I saw that, and forget about it. I said I wanted to get a steak. Now, y'all know I like ribeye steaks. Not anymore. $40 for one steak. And guarantee you don't know what size. I went to a store and they had the steak. I knew it was going to be smaller. So the steak was like $12, and that's pricey to me. That thing came here and it looked like it belonged in a dollhouse. It was, not only was it small, but it was thin. What are big it looking like? I'm smelling it.
It's looking good. I just looked it.
Okay. Where are we at? We are 18 minutes into our quiche. So 18 more minutes. Yeah. We're going to be quiching it up. So for you fathers out there, have any plans? Going to do some honey-do lists? That usually what happens. Okay. My husband usually barbecues something on Father's Day. Well, if he would get a barbecue pit that I can reach, maybe I can help him out. Hey, I can't help. Barbecue pit up here, Casey down here. You do the math.
All right. Let me go here and take a look.
Yes, go look at go look at the chicken. Go look at go look at Wilbur.
It's still doing its thing. I'm gonna flip it one
Okay,
more time.
do you know who Wilbur is? You don't know who Wilbur is. Come on. Come on. Everybody had to read that book. Everybody read that. Charlotte's Web. Wilbur. He's the pig. See, I know things. I'll be glad when this gets done, cuz. Yes, ma'am. You said, well, you're at your son's house. Father's Day meal consists of grilled salmon and shrimp, Spanish rice, and cabbage. Are you cooking it or are they cooking it? Is Maurice cooking it? You don't even eat shrimp.
Well, minus that.
Minus that, right? Exactly.
The rest of that sounded good.
Well, guess what? I'm going to cook tomorrow. I got to get another one too. As a matter of fact, I got to order it when I'm done with this live. I found, and it was, oh my goodness, y'all need to go over to Aldi's. I am not an Aldi shopper, especially for meat and stuff like that. But I wanted to try a boneless leg of lamb. Well, you know it had to be off the Richter scale expensive, but not this one. Nice size. It was only $20.
Yeah, I had it in that meat tenderizer. Ooh, buddy.
Oh, what you say? You okay? She says Father's Day is for her. She said she the mama and the daddy. Okay, so they're cooking it. Maurice is cooking the is Samantha cooking it? Well, you not cooking it. Okay, so she's the mama and the daddy. Mm-hmm. Yep. Hey, I'm not debating anything. She's like, don't debate her. I'm not debating anything. I live in this world. Whatever you like. That's the world I live in. Okay. Some things are not worth the effort of going, battling. It's like, hey, why? But I know you know someone though that will correct you, right, T? who will remain nameless. You know who I'm talking about. So yeah. Ooh, 15 minutes.
Yes, I'm waiting.
When it gets to be 10 minutes, I'm gonna take a peek. Because I think
a little bit.
Huh?
I said I kind of took a little bit.
And
I mean, it's looking beautiful.
She listen, she's not supposed to be peeking. She's not supposed to be peeking. Okay, now what? Now just think about it. What if she made my quiche flop? My quiche could be lopsided, because it does rise like a souffle, but then it goes back down, and she in there peeking. No, it's not going to flop. Okay, it's not. I'm not trying to make it flop. I didn't even know she looked at it. See, that's what happens. See, I get distracted. I'm having these good conversations with y'all, and then she goes and does the kind of stuff she does. Yeah. Whatever. So, anywho, let me get back over to, all these. So, I'm gonna cook a leg of lamb tomorrow, but I think I'm gonna get a second one because it's I think it's enough. I don't know if these kids will do the leg of lamb. Because the way that I'm going to cook it is going to be non-traditional, you know me. But I think it's going to be delicious because I've had it marinating since last night. And I will cook it early in the morning. So it's going to be marinating for over 24 hours, even though it's not necessary. But I'm just trying something. Experimentation. Okay. And I'm going to cook that puppy up. Yes, I am. And we're going to see. But $19.99. I was in shock because everywhere else doubled the amount and smaller. Even lamb chops cost more than that, because I always get the lamb chops that look like little mini T-bones. I don't get the ones that look like the crown with the little piece of meat on it. And I mean, that's for me, that's like having a blue claw crab, and I can't get the words out. It's annoying. When I'm hungry, I want some food. I don't want a toothpick that is flavored. Okay. I'm just saying.
I don't blame you. I do not blame you. You gotta sit there and fight.
Yes, I don't know what the allure is in these little itty bitty crabs. Yeah.
That's part of the fun is the battle.
Nah. No. I'm talking about part of the fun is the battle.
It is.
I know.
It is.
I'm a lover, not a fighter. Okay. I love the food. I don't want to fight with it. Okay. I don't want to. That's not what I want to do. Okay. You left the screen off of that bacon.
I'm about to come right back over there and I'm not trying to let it sit in one side.
How did you see the quiche anyway? It has foil on it.
There's a little hole in it.
She went and looked through the hole. Wow. I said 10 minutes. Okay, well, brown is good, but you want to make sure it's stable. So if it's not doing a jiggle, then it's time to take that foil off of it. So yeah.
But visually it's beautiful.
Okay. But I think it'll be done soon. Yeah, because those are small little pie pans.
And the bacon will be done too.
Now that is thick and I like a little crisp.
Yeah. You want me to turn it up a little?
Well, no, I mean, no. Once it gets done, then
Yeah,
you know, yeah, give it a little crisp with a little bit. Because the slab bacon, I'm gonna tell you, the bacon that I really like, they have a bacon, and I can't think of the brand. I think it's Smithfield or something like that. Even Jimmy Dean has a good applewood. I like applewood bacon. I don't like cherry wood. I don't want smoked. I like applewood. It has a milder flavor. And I think it's Smithfield that the apple wood bacon, it just really, it's just evenly, it's just an even piece of bacon. You know, it's not a lot of fat. It's a good equilibrium between the fat and the meaty part, you know, and it fries up really well. I like for my bacon to be brown from end to end. I don't want any pieces that don't look like it's cooked. Even though it may be cooked, I just need it all to be uniform, just me. Or if you go to get, this has always been my pet peeve. When you go to a place where there's breakfast, you're right. See, I was right. Smithfield Applewood. Yes. Mm-hmm. When you go someplace for breakfast and they bring you bacon, that bacon is so overcooked, it's like crackling. Yeah. I don't want it overcooked. I want it cooked with a nice crisp, but it still can be recognizable as some meat instead of a piece of a pork rind. You know what I mean? Because I've had some bacon and it just turns me off of eating the bacon.
Yeah, because then it gets that weird little taste.
Yes, so it's like I say this: bring your own brown bacon when you go to breakfast. How about that? Bring it. No, because you may like I like Denny's. Well, I used to. I haven't been to Denny's in so long, but they had these blueberry. I like their blueberry pancakes, and the reason why I like their blueberry pancakes is because they incorporate the blueberries in the pancakes when they make the pancake up. A lot of these places will make a plain pancake and pour some blueberry filling, like pie filling on top, and then that's supposed to be able. No, not for me. So I like the way they make the pancakes, but you know, the meats that go with it. Now, so I'll bring my own Jimmy Dean sausage. I'll bring my own Smithfield bacon, and you give me some pancakes. Hey, people, listen. People take their sheets to hotels. I can take my bacon. Okay, we 9 minutes. I'm gonna check the quiche. Okay, let's see. Turn you guys over. All right. And where did what did I do with it? Oh, here it is. Let's see what we got here. Woo! 5 put glasses up, y'all. It smells yummy.
It smells great.
Let's see. Looks like I got a little sticking going on here, y'all. Let me take this out. I'm gonna have to do one of my tricks. Get a butter knife. It's just a teeny tiny, yeah, but this is, like I said, this took no time. I think it's ready. I may have to brown a little, but first I gotta make sure it doesn't stick to the top of my foil. So let's see if I can get it and not mess it up.
Ooh, yeah, next time spray the top with the.
Well, no, next time I started to get some, but see, next time what you don't do is overfill your pan.
Well, okay.
It's just a little. Actually, I did pretty good. Just a little bit, just a teeny tiny bit. I think because it needs to brown, and then it'll be ready. It's just a couple. Yeah, it's so little so you can't tell. Y'all don't care anyway, so I do all of this because I'm visual. Okay, there you go. But it is ready. So now let me show you guys what I'm talking about. Matter of fact, it's not even hot. Do you see this? I just want to brown it a little. But see, because this is so small, hey, I'm just going to brown it just a teeny tiny. I'm going to put it in here for 2 minutes. So that took us exactly 30 minutes for this to be done. 32 minutes with the 2 minutes of browning. And if you don't want it browner than this, it's ready. Just let it sit for about 10 minutes, cool off, and then cut.
That's not bad at all. Especially you want something quick that you can make fresh and it's
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Okay, well, I'm gonna tell you like this.
Fire.
Check your bacon
Pocket.
and put the other one in here, cause you know.
Well, I was gonna let it brown a little.
No, I'm saying I'm saying check your bacon, but you know we got more over here
Yeah, I know.
to put in there. Okay, we will be plating this up in a minute, cause I'm gonna plate his stuff up. Oh, we have to do our garnishes, our fruits. We forgot.
Yeah.
We have pretty little fruits that we have, or you can make a nice little fruit salad. But I'm just gonna do a fruit garnish because, listen, he gonna eat it either way. And now I got to figure out something else for tomorrow. So you see, then I'll have to make some shrimp and grits or some kind of junk or whatever. Because I've made his Father's Day breakfast on Saturday. Just for you guys. I wanted you to be able to see something that was easy and impressive at the same time.
Okay.
All right, let me
Should
get
I
this in the
put
garbage.
I'm gonna put it on the plate.
Yeah. Okay, so now, of course, guys, because I don't want you to have to sit and wait for it to cool off, I made a whole casserole of one ahead of time. Yes, I did. So I made a great big one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that has cooled off. I made a great big one, so when it cuts, it won't fall apart. And I'll let these cool. All righty. Hey, let me check my quiches because I don't want to stay in there too long. Yeah, they look good, okay? Excuse me. Oh, yeah, that's good. That's perfect, right there. Oh, yeah, that's good. Okay.
And just like that, you have quiche.
And now we have quiche coming out of the quiche. We have quiche coming out the kazoo. Lots of quiche. But the good thing is you can freeze it and use it. You don't even have to freeze it. Like I said, it can stay in the refrigerator for a few days. You can eat it just like that. But if you want to keep it longer than that, you just freeze it. Let me show you guys what this looks like. Okay, I need probably another something. Wait a minute.
Is it hot?
Eh.
I don't know about that.
The bottom is a little hot, but the top. Okay, I'll show you one at a time. Okay, so these are our little baby quiches. How cute is that? You let it cool off before you cut. Or if it's a one-person quiche, you just get a fork and start eating. Okay, what can you do?
All right. Personal quiches.
Okay.
This could probably get at least 4 people.
Oh yeah, it is. It's big. Yeah, for 4 regular size. Yeah, people who don't eat everything on the first. Yeah. Okay, so let me get that underneath here. That underneath here. I am going. Oh, do we have any bacon that's ready?
I will have these 2 pieces ready for you.
Only 2.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna get those 2, and we'll get them.
I'll turn it up a little.
We'll let the father taste. Okay.
Okay, those 2 are ready.
All right. Let me cut this.
I'm gonna turn this up a little. And
Oh, that's nice. That bacon is nice. And so you can have this. Oh, we don't have our fruit. We have to have our fruit.
okay.
The fruit. So let me get the fruit so it can look cute, y'all.
Oh, sorry, I'm starting to bacon.
Okay. So I got a little bit of strawberries, and I have some blueberries, and I have some green grapes. I'm going nuts. I have some green grapes because this is the fruit that he likes to eat. Okay, so what I would probably do is just make a fruit salad, but for television, of course, I like the visuals.
Should I turn the oven off?
So, yeah, oh, please turn the oven off. We must save energy. So, what I'm doing now, can you turn the camera around so they don't feel left out? Now I'm over here. Okay, I'm just going to cut up a little bit of this fruit so I can garnish the plate.
There we go, Sam. Y'all can see now.
What you say?
No, I was saying to the family, they can
Oh,
see
okay.
now.
So I'm getting my only sharp knife right now. They claim that they're going to sharpen the rest of my knife.
We'll take care of it.
Uh-huh. Now, when we come back next week, I'm going to show y'all the same
It's
knife.
going to be fine. It'll be great.
So let me get him a nice plate.
Okay, I think we just acquired another bacon.
Oh, she got another bacon. Yay. Are we done with this?
Yeah.
Okay. So, get this in the garbage. Okay, so let me cut this up. Get this like this. Get a paper towel.
This is my favorite bacon. One
Yeah,
of these is like 2.
I know. That's what I'm saying. You really don't have to have a lot of it because it's very thick. I ain't gonna lie. It ain't cheap either. That's why we're gonna eat it. We're gonna eat it sparingly. However, okay, so I'm doing this. I'm gonna wash off some of this fruit, just a little bit for him. Yep, I'll take a few off. A few of them off for the stem. And rinse those off. If he wants more fruit, then he can get it later. I'm just making it cute. Okay. This is pretty nice fruit though. Hey, I love it when my fruit is firm. I cannot stand it when my fruit is not firm. And this is very firm. Now let's hope it's sweet. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's next.
Okay. We'll give him 2. Okay, we'll get that there. Yeah, I'll do 4. And not for him. You don't need all that. Okay, and then we'll get a few of these blueberries. And then we'll have our garnish after I dry them all off. When you do blueberries, guys, check them and make sure there's no stem in them. Sometimes they will have the stem still attached, and you do not want to eat the stem unless you just like to eat stems. I don't like to eat stems. So I always check when I make blueberry anything. I always check my blueberries to make sure there's no stem left in it. Okay, so we got all that fruit. Let me sit that over here because I'm going to wash the rest of this fruit off. But for now, we'll get this done. Okay. By the time I do this key should be ready to cut. Matter of fact, it's ready to cut now.
Just from putting the picture.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm going to cut it and see what happens.
All right.
Okay. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just drying off the fruit, y'all. Give him just a couple of little pieces so it can be cute. So he doesn't look like that he's getting a fairly healthy meal.
It is healthy. All protein, some fruit, cheese. It's also protein.
Yeah, it's better than what he'd normally have. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
Good stuff.
All right, have a few little of the blueberries there, just like that, and dry those off. I don't need that many blueberries. Okay, they just
They
run.
slide around.
They're running away. Okay, dry my plate off, and I just dried this. And I'm just gonna slice this strawberry because this strawberry is pretty big. And I'm gonna just do it like that. That's cute. That's cute, just like that. So cute. All right, so let's see if I can cut one of these here. Let's see. I think it's stable enough because this one is hot. The other one I have to heat up because I cooked that earlier. Yeah, maybe I'll use the sharp knife and see. I don't want to cut my pan though. Okay, let's just see.
Yeah, it looks great.
All righty. Okay, cut it that way. Here, call the grill master.
Okay.
Okay, let's see if it comes out. If it comes out the pan, we cook it with gas. Now this one, like I said, it's not as fluffy as the other one because these are smaller, but it smells fabulous. And like I said, it is still it's still warm. So yeah, I'm gonna give him 2 pieces, but this is kind of thin. You like I said, if you put more egg in it or you put an extra egg white in there, then it fluffs up more. Did you get him?
Yep, I told him he's on his way.
Okay. Okay, let's get him some good bacon here. Do this, we make this all nice and cute. A couple slices of bacon. Just like that. Yeah, that's nice. That's enough. Okay, so guys, this is how we do it. This will make Dad proud. Okay,
Beautiful.
take a look at that.
Ooh, yes, that's beautiful.
Beautiful little plate. You'll think that you did a whole lot of work. It really wasn't that much. But it'll taste like it was too. What you guys think?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That is.
It smells amazing. Yes, it does.
I
Nice for brunch. Shoot, I'll eat this for dinner. I sure will. Delicious. Let me get him a fork.
Mhm. Delicious.
And then we'll see. Okay. So I'll stick this here. I'll make another plate.
Yep, I see him on his way now.
He's coming. So for me, this is kind of reminiscent of like having your egg and your home fries together, but a hyped up version of the home fries.
I was about to say,
That's-
I'm torn as to whether or
That's
not
what
to
I'm
put
thinking.
some ketchup on top.
Well, you put whatever you
Yeah.
like on it. I mean, hey, it's been presented now. You can do what you want. You can do what you want. Okay.
Hoping some more bacon hits there.
Okay. Okay, these are nice and ready. All right. So
Present.
now that all this, are you ready?
Yes, presentation looks awesome.
Okay. This is a Father's Day feast early.
Oh, wow. Presentation is awesome. And thank you.
You're welcome. Taste it.
I just want to look at it.
Okay, well, you keep looking.
Mm. Mm. Wow, boy, that's good.
Yeah.
He says he likes it.
That's good.
How's that quiche taste?
Oh, delicious. It's always delicious.
Nah, but this has special ingredients.
Uh-oh.
That
Uh-oh.
has caramelized onions in it. It has red potatoes.
Mm, mm, mm.
Yes.
And I taste all that, and all that is good. Oh, yeah.
Where is
Here you go, Corey.
Mm, mm, mm.
No, I was looking for the microfiber one.
Oh, I don't know what I did with that thing.
I got it. That's right.
Okay. All right. Okay.
That is good.
So
Mm.
4. You're welcome.
Mm.
Okay. So, and that's what I love about disposable. No
Trash.
cleanup. Okay.
Oh man,
I need a plate for a beautiful assistant.
that's good.
Kidding.
Mm.
All right, let's go ahead and get a bite here.
Dig in, dig in.
That's really good, darling. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Mm.
Yes, I slaved all night long for that.
Oh.
Yes, all night long.
Oh.
I was in here playing. What's his name? Lionel Richie. What's his name?
All night long.
Exactly.
All night.
It was well worth it.
Yeah, it sure was. Yeah. For some of us.
It's right here.
Mm.
Flavored very well. Seasoning is really good.
Mm.
The way that it's still rather fluffy. I mean, it's not like super fluffy.
No,
but
because I didn't put a lot of eggs in these because I knew
Right.
I had this other one over here.
Oh,
There you go, beautiful assistant. These
thank
things.
you. Thank you.
I'm gonna cover this back up because this one's double the thickness. But I gave you guys the hot one.
It's delicious.
Oh yeah.
So what does it taste like? Give me some inkling of what it tastes like.
I'm gonna tell you now. I'm gonna eat it without
Because
the.
they're just eating, guys, and no
Potato.
one's giving descriptions.
Mm.
Okay, you know what's interesting?
Mm.
The potato, because we've had the quiches before.
Mm. Yes, we
The
have.
potato gives a slight change in texture of the quiche. It gives it like a little bit of a bite and a creaminess.
Mm.
After the aftertaste is nice and creamy, garlicky. The cheeses, oh my god, it's delicious, delicious. Everything works so well together. The egg actually did hold up very well, even with everything in it. I got
Oh, sorry.
careful. I got a little bite of the caramelized onion. Oh, it's delicious. Gives a little sweetness to it, actually. A slight sweetness to it. No salt in it, but it does taste very flavored.
Well, I
It
put
doesn't
just a
need.
little sprinkle in there, and I said it was important
Oh,
to
really?
do that. Yeah, I put a little sprinkle of salt,
It doesn't taste
but
overly
not
salted.
overpowering salt. Just a little
It
sprinkle.
doesn't taste overpowered at all. Perfect flavor. Everything works very well together. Perfect.
Mm.
Okay.
And you use the what's that Valdalia onion? What's that onion?
Now I use a white onion.
White onion. I like white onion. I always.
Yeah, I use the white onion.
Mm.
I'm gonna get a little taste. I'll be the judge of this, y'all.
Mm.
Okay, don't get beautiful sister. Forget she cooking. She done went and sat down. Okay, all right. So I'm gonna taste this, y'all. Okay, so I always give y'all a close up view.
Mm.
Let's see what we got here. Right, let me see. Want to let you see. That thing fall. Okay, so yeah, all those things you can see inside there, the onions and stuff, and I'm trying to do it backwards. Let me taste it.
Mm. That's definitely good.
It's good. It's really good. It doesn't even taste like eggs. I don't know what it tastes like. It tastes, like I said, you can taste every flavor, all the cheese. And it's really light, even though it's kind of flat.
I have a nice creaminess.
Not heavy at all. The potatoes are nicely cooked. They're not soft and mushy. They have a little texture, but they're not mushy. Very good. You want to make this. I'm telling you. Your dad will love it.
Mm.
You'll love it too because you didn't put all that work in there, but they'll think you did. Take it to another step. Go get yourself some crescent rolls.
Oh boy.
And if you want to get really, really froggy with it, get your crescent rolls, get you an apple, slice it up, put some cinnamon on the apple, a little bit of sugar, wrap it in the crescent roll, cook it, Butter that sucker up, put it on there. Oh, they really think didn't act like you baked it. Well, you did. Yeah, you really did. And Dad will be proud and happy. Then you send him out back and he can barbecue. Anyway, I know this was a hard live to do because we had all these technical issues. But thank you for hanging in there, guys. And we're just gonna keep working at it till it does what it wants to do. Or we do what we want it to do. In any case, if you like this video or this live or this recipe, hey, hit that like button. Thank you so much. Yes. And if you're new to my channel or my network, Flavor House Network, this is Weekend Eats, Casey's Weekend Eats. We're here every Saturday. We're going to be here later. And guys, the Love Rhythm recipe, I pushed it back to 6:30. So it'll be 6:30, not 6 o'clock, 6:30. Look at the thumbnail. And we got a real exciting show today and some good eats. So you guys come on by and don't miss it. And like I said, if you're new here, I need you to subscribe, because you don't want to miss all the good things that happen up in this here piece. Because I got so much more to show you. Yes, I do. Anyway, I'm dropping my food. So yeah, just subscribe. It ain't gonna hurt you nothing. Just a little exercise. Just push the button. For those of you who already subscribed, turn on your notifications so you know what's happening. You know when there's these changes and these metamorphoses. Oh yeah. And as always, you know what I wish you? Well, I wish all the dads out there happy Father's Day. I'm going to say in advance, happy Father's Day to my dad up there, wherever he is on his motorcycle. Yes, he is. And he's happy as he could ever be. And that makes me happy too. Happy Father's Day, Daddy. Y'all know what I wish you. I wish you love, peace, and some great weekend eats. I'm going to see y'all next week. Bye-bye. And it don't want to go away. All right.